Hey Moose,
Hey Goose.
how's it going this week?
Good, good.
Good, that's good. Welcome back to Moose and Goose, everybody. So this week I wanted to take you on a little tour of Rosthern, Saskatchewan, right now.
On Goose and Goose.
So welcome back. Yeah, so you've probably noticed over the weeks that we've been doing this a little bit of progress behind us, hey?
Yep.
With the layout coming along. So that's my Saskatchewan layout that I've been working on, and it takes place it's based in a little place in Saskatchewan called Rosthern. And it's in north central Saskatchewan, almost exactly between Saskatoon and Prince Albert. And so it's a little place that I wanted to model because it still has two working grain elevators. There's a former Saskpool elevator and former United Grain Growers elevator there. They have a trackside John Deere dealership too, which is really cool. Yeah.
Neat.
So I can model some tractors.
Sweet.
And then just south of Rosthern is a little place called Hague, and they have a 60,000 gallon former CN water tank that the municipality still uses, and they've restored it. It's in beautiful condition, and so I wanted to model that on the layout as well. So people ask me, well, why did you choose Rosthern? Like, what is it? What's special about that? Well, all those things. The fact that they still have two elevators when a lot of towns, unfortunately, are losing all of their grain elevators. They have the water tower. They have the John Deere dealership. Oh, and most importantly, they have a really unique 1902 CN train station there with a mansard roof. And so I'm lucky enough that we know some really talented people in our model train club, eh?
Not just in the club, but like around the world.
Around the world, really, yeah, exactly.
Our inspirations.
Mm-hmm. And one of those guys, Stefan, has offered to take a Monashi laser kit that I'd ordered of a CN Class 3 station and modify it and basically kit bash it into the CN station, sort of as it appeared in the 1980s, before the town turned it into the Station Arts Center. So the Station Arts Center is a really beautiful location there right now, where they do lots of programming, artistic programming, and music and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
They do a lot of some gardening programming out in the garden outside. So it won't look exactly like that, but it will look more like the 1902 station. So we're really lucky that Stefan has offered to do that for me. So that's why I chose this area of Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan's really important to me. I spent 5 really great formative years there in the 1990s, going to university. So met some great people in Saskatchewan, and I still have really good friends near Rosthern, a little bit away from there, but in Melfort. That's why Saskatchewan is special to me. Lots of people in Northern Ontario model Northern Ontario rails. So my former layout was based in Northern Ontario. I kind of ran out of steam, no pun intended, modeling it, doing all the scenery work and everything, and it was taking up a lot of space. It used to actually it used to stick out here, sort of where I'm sitting right now. There was it went around like that and then came jutting out like that, and then there was a gate across almost where the camera is right now. And so it took up a lot of space, and it was cutting into the basement down here. It's kind of a strange shaped basement. So I wanted to take that down and do something a little more simple. So that's what I've done with this. So yeah, it'll take you on a little tour. I'll show you all the bits and pieces of Rosthern, Saskatchewan. So this is the south end of Rosthern. There's a little marsh area. It's not prototypical what I've done here, but I've built a little trestle over a little marsh, which is really neat. You might see a little bit of white flecks and stuff in there. I've been doing some work on the ceiling, so you get some white flecks on the scenery. And it comes along to what I'm calling a fertilizer distributor over in the back here. There's a car card in the way there, but I've got a little fertilizer distributor that was formerly United Grain Growers distributor. So the track work along here is pretty much prototypical. A couple minor changes, but pretty much as it looks, as it appears in real life. Right here, this is where the CN station is going to go, but you can see the really unique mansard roof on there. Yeah, so I'm really lucky that we know someone who's able to build that for me. In the back there, you see some fields. So I'm modeling barley or rye, but that's just cut up doormat, which is really effective, as at a distance it can look like a field. So once everything is scenic in, then it'll really look effective, I think. There's a couple of level crossings. I'll have animated signals and that sort of thing in there. Here's the first elevator. That is United Grain Growers elevator, now former, but I'm modeling it as if it's still in existence, still owned by UGG. And that's based on prototype photos. I used SketchUp to design that, 3D printed the inner structure, and then used basswood planks just to plank over it. And so that's basically what it looks like with the cupolas on top of the cupola. So cupola on a cupola on the elevator. That's what it looks like in basically in real life. And there's another field. Of course, it does the turn here in the layout. On the prairies, it's perfectly straight. There is the other elevator. That's the Saskatchewan pool elevator. Just temporary decals on there. I do have water slide decals that I'll put on at some point, but those are just temporary paper decals that I've printed off. Yeah. And come along here, and there is the trackside John Deere dealership. So what I've done is put in a spur here. So this spur right here doesn't actually exist in Rosthern, but I wanted to put that in to give some more operating features for a flat car with some John Deere tractors on it, so that they could be switched in and out. And there is a level crossing that's going to go in right here as well.
Maybe you can probably put like a little ramp here so the tractors can easily get on and off.
Exactly, yeah, that's the plan, to put in a loading ramp, yeah, so that the tractors can be driven on and off the flat car. That's a good idea.
Indeed.
So this is all based on the Carleton Trail Railway, which is a short line that runs between Prince Albert and Saskatoon, a few other little branches here and there on it. But there's a number of short lines in Saskatchewan, I think at least 12. So this is based on CN. So I do have a CN GMD1 that I'm currently running. I have a couple of other locomotives that the Carleton Trail Railway runs, but for the time being, I'm using a GMD1 from CN. We can say that.
Good excuse for it.
Exactly, right? Yeah, they sound fantastic. They sound really good. That's a Rapido GMD1.
Yeah, Brian.
Another field over in the distance there, and then there is the, so right now I'm subbing in, that's a former CP, 40,000 gallon water tower, yeah. So for the time being, it's just standing in for a 60,000 gallon CN water tower. And you can see in the photo there what the one at Hague actually looks like.
A little photo reference.
That's right, exactly, yeah. So this is all Caddo Unitrack. Matthew, actually, Moose, you laid all this track in this section here.
Yeah, from one of our previous episodes.
Yeah, you did a good job doing that.
Yeah, I think it was that Percy episode.
I think, yeah, it was, yeah.
Stay tuned for that, folks.
Absolutely. And so Caddo Unitrack is really easy to lay. With my vision being poor, it's a lot easier to lay Caddo Unitrack than it is to lay FlexTrack, and especially with not having to solder.
Indeed.
Yeah, the unijoiners are really easy to install and see, and so it makes it a lot easier for someone with lower vision to be able to continue with railroading. And we'll have a video about that at some point as well.
Stay tuned, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go away.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can see probably as well, I've got my car cards laid out there. That's right. So you just shuffle the cards, lay them out, and wherever they land, that's where the car is switched to.
They're designated spots.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Doesn't matter what location, it's the fun.
That's right. Absolutely. It's all part of the fun of model railroading, right?
Indeed.
Yeah.
It's totally worth it.
Yeah, for sure. So that's Rosthern, Saskatchewan, how I've modeled Rosthern, Saskatchewan. So thank you for joining us this week on Moose and Goose, and we'll see you next time.
Laters.